Hi, I can't be here with you today. So here's a little agenda video. I hope you're watching this with headphones. So the first thing you're going to do is pull up your agenda, like your normal one, that you can find under the topic that says agenda and announcements. It says first quarter agendas, and then you find today. Today's Thursday, August 31st. So I have it on the left over here for you. You're going to do three things. Well, you know what? Get through two things, one and two. That's fine for me. So first, you're going to set up your notebook. See where it says on here, these three links from yesterday. It says The Hate You Give. Oh, yeah. So we listened to the audiobook yesterday. So we listened to it. And now in your notebook, you're going to set up your annotation. So it says The Hate You Give annotation setup. And it looks like this over here. And so I'm going to answer a couple things for you that you would have done in class with me. So you need to set up your notebook like this from the link from yesterday where it says annotation setup. And then you need to have these slides out that says topics to consider. So set up your notebook like this with the topics to consider, these sentence starters, and then here's an example of what your annotation should look like. Overall, your goal is to write 2 more annotations that look like this. The purpose of writing our annotations is to analyze. So you're writing this now on your page. If I was with you, you would be writing this on your setup. YZE, to analyze extended themes over time, to collect evidence, to build an original argument. So that's where we're starting. The essential question that we are going to be answering. Hold on a second. So I just wrote down something that I want you to write down. The essential question is right here. How is a cycle of hate created and perpetuated? How can it be stopped? You can see it over here on the slide, and then it's written right here. How can a cycle of hate created and perpetuated, how can it be stopped? And then these are the topics to consider. So you're going to write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are linked on yesterday's agenda too, but I'm going to write them on here. So you're going to write dueling identities. And then you're going to write power of language. And then community and loyalty. TY. And then cycle of poverty and crime. And the last one is 5, racism and police brutality. So that's what your notes look like to get started. Here's how you're going to write notes. I will give you one example. So in your setup, you already have this example. When you're reading chapter 2 again, so you go back to your classwork and you can find chapters 1 through 3. We listened to chapter 2 yesterday. You can listen to the audiobook again with headphones if you'd like. It's linked to yesterday's agenda. So if you want to listen to it again, or you're just going to go back to it. This is my example. When you're reading and you recognize one of these sort of topics come up, so you recognize that, like, I'm seeing racism and police brutality, for example, you stop. You write down an exact quote, you label it with what you see, and then you can use one of these sentence starters to write a full sentence. So this shows that, and then I wrote a full sentence. So you're going to write 2 more that look exactly like this from chapter 2. The quote is, I do what he tells me, but my hands are shaking too much to be still. I labeled that quote as racism and police brutality. You're going to find 2 more quotes and be able to identify how it matches with one of these ideas. So then you're going to use a sentence starter. I used this shows that, and I wrote 2 full sentences, but you need at least 1. This shows that Star's fear of police brutality and racism is deep. She physically cannot feel confident in the situation because of known police racism. So throughout your class period now, your directions are to write 2 more annotations following this format, and I want you to do it by yourself. The other classes are doing it independently. I want you to try to do it by yourself. So you can email me questions, but I need to be doing something else right now, and we'll touch base tomorrow. Please do this. Please do this to the best of your ability, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.